His name is Gariff, and he riffs bits. His name is Gariff, hence why it's Gariffs.
Good evening and welcome. This is Gariff's improvised stand-up comedy. Now see, the way this works is that people send in suggestions that I haven't seen and I riff on them for your pleasure. My name is Gareth. I riff Gariffs. There you go. Now if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe by hitting the little bell. Okay? Hit the goddamn bell. Here we go. This actually brings us to our first segment, which is called Riffs Just In. Usually, each week, I riff on 3 crazy news stories picked up by my producer, but this week, it's all fan-submitted, so it sweeps, and we're feeling it here over at Gariff's. Oh my God, this first one's amazing. Man skips job interview to rob bank, gets caught after wearing mask wrong. Police? What the fuck? A man skips a job interview to rob a bank and then gets caught after wearing his mask wrong? Is there any more information? There's nothing else on this. Okay, so this man, well, he's got the mask. You know how some people wear, like some people do the nose exposed. They do exposed. Never understood that, you know? They're just like, this isn't an air passageway, I'm fine. But this guy has the chin strap. Got the little fucking, throat hammock look going on with his mask, you know? And then so he skips a job interview to rob a bank, which right away, that headspace is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Haven't you ever felt like, I get that completely. You know that little demon inside of your head that tells you to do shit that you shouldn't do? You know what I mean? When you're just like walking somewhere and you're just like shoving him to a bus. And you're like, what is wrong with you up there? What are you doing? You just got that little demon in your head that's like, push her, fuck it. You're like, no, I'm not doing any of that, asshole, me. But so you're sitting in a job interview, you know, and you're like, oh man, I don't even want this fucking job, working a fucking Dairy Queen, fuck this bull. Boof. Then you look across the street, ding, you see that Wells Fargo, ding. You're like, oh shit, I better ding. Right? And you're like, fuck it, I don't need this job, I'm just gonna go rob that bank. And then you rob the bank. You successfully robbed the bank. You left your house in job interview mode. You were like, I'm going to go to this job interview, and then you get the moment caught you, and you went, fuck it, I'm going to just steal the money. A lot of it, too, from a vault. That's cool. So you just go, and then you just rob the bank, and you get away with it, except for the fact that your mask is like a hammock, and the cops are like, hey, put your mask up there. Hey, actually, you look a lot like that guy that just robbed the bank a couple seconds ago. You're like, oh, shit. I mean, this is the perfect time for bank robbers. Everyone has to wear masks. This is the best time to rob. And you're leaving the bank, like, with your mask down, like, nah, I'm not listening to Fauci. Screw that. It's like, okay, well, then now you're going to jail for bank robbery. So, there you go. Cool. Yeah, I mean, the more banks are going to get robbed. You better believe me. Wisconsin official known as the Sturgeon General allegedly ate $20,000 worth of illegal caviar. Oh, my God. Wisconsin official known as the Sturgeon General, so that's a fun Wisconsin pun, allegedly ate $20,000 worth of illegal caviar. I mean, this guy better not be fucking right-wing, you know what I mean? Like, if this is a big pro-life dude out there just pounding eggs, you know what I mean? You can't do that. That's not cool. You can't sit there legislating being like, look, I understand that a woman wants to choose, but here are the parameters in which she can decide if she doesn't want to have the child. Oh my God, is that beluga baby? You know? Can't be doing it. So yeah, I mean, and I don't understand. How do we let these rich people get these tastes? This caviar. They love caviar. Fuck caviar. Are you kidding me? Come on. Oh, I mean, I'd make caviar if you could actually crack the little caviar eggs and make a little baby fish omelet, or I guess a whale omelet, or a sturgeon omelet, stomlet, you know? If each egg had to be like, ooh, 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 and then you take your little skillet, you know, and you're like, oh, with your little spatula, like, yeah. Then, you know, it's cool. But, yeah, it's fucking nuts. The corruption in Wisconsin is bonkers. So, yeah, there's a guy who ate caviar. Alaska woman using outhouse attacked by bear from below. Oh, God, I can't read stuff like that. This is why we got rid of outhouses. You know what I mean? Some bears just in the honey pot, just waiting, you know? Second you start pissing, he's like, "Man, that ain't honey." You know? That is a nightmare. Oh, there's a quote. "I got out there and sat down on the toilet, and immediately something bit my butt right as I sat down." I mean, and you don't think it's a bear. You're like, "Oh, is that a bee? Is there a wasp in there?" And then you just see a grizzly bear like, "Ah!" And you're like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, no. That's not what the reveal I wanted. I thought it might be a prank. There's a bear in the toilet. I never thought I'd have to say this, but listen to me closely. There's a bear in the toilet. What am I supposed to do? Make yourself look bigger than him." He's laying down like a mechanic doing an oil change. Well, just look bigger than him. You know, what do? That's why you need in-houses, not outhouses, in-houses. You still might get a snake in the butt, but I guarantee you in a porcelain toilet bowl, you're never going to see Yogi Bear like, "I'm going to eat your ass." Not in that way. Clean it up. But yeah, I mean, that's life in Alaska, you know? Bear bites on your butt from your outhouse. I got out there and sat down on the toilet, normal. And immediately something bit my butt right as I sat. So right away, just ready to go. Fucking bears. Okay, now we're on to your suggestions, okay? This week's guest suggestion is from my buddy Mike Cannon. You can follow him at I am Mike Cannon on Twitter and Instagram. And his special Life Begins is on YouTube now. I've known Mike for a long time. I put him on an MTV show I had, and he was a crusher. So let's start right here. Ronald McDonald drunk at a Wendy's drive-thru trying to get Wendy to talk to him after breaking up. Interesting. Baby. Yes, can I take your order, please? Honey, it's me. Sorry, who is that? Ronald. Ronald who? Ronald who? Sorry, sir, is there something you'd like to order from Wendy's? Do you guys sell new hearts? Do we sell new hearts? No. We have baked potatoes, which is good for your heart. Do you sell new lives? Sir, no, we have, I mean, the menu's right there. There's junior bacon cheeseburger, there's Frosties, there's fry. I need to talk to you, Wendy. Okay, so you're under the impression that my name is Wendy, I work at Wendy's, but I'm not Wendy. It's not a pre-qualification to be, I need you so bad and bad in my life. I just looked out the window. You're in a clown outfit. I'm Ronald McDonald. I shouldn't even be here. We're Montagues and Capulets, baby. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Unless you're going to order something, you have to leave the drive-thru. Put my baby Wendy back on. Look, Mr. McDonald, call me Ronald. Fine, Ronald. Call me Ron. Fine, Ron. Call me R. What? I'm not doing that. Fine, call me Mr. McDonald. What the fuck? Okay, Mr. McDonald. Wendy is not here. This is not her house. This is a restaurant. So she doesn't live here. She lives somewhere else. Dave Thomas died and she lives somewhere else. And I don't need any more excuses. If you don't want me, you don't want me, Wendy. But don't bullshit a bullshitter. I didn't know you swore, Ronald. So, I get out of the drive-thru line. I'll have a bacon cheeseburger. Is this just a ploy to get up to the window? Yes. Then I'm not giving it to you. Baby, give me a cheeseburger. No, one cheeseburger. Fine, one cheeseburger. Pull up to window 1 and pay. I knew you'd take me back. I love you. I'm not Wendy. There you go. Okay. The time your mother got you drunk at 2. Oh, right. Yeah, I alluded to this suggestion last week. That it would be a good one to give. Okay, so, well, it wasn't even really my mother, but I mean, I heard this story when I was like in my teens, and I was like, this makes a lot of sense. But essentially what happened was my mother had a friend over named Suzanne. And I mean, I was early 80s, so I was probably like 2-ish, 3 maybe. And my mother's friend Suzanne was drinking vodka, and I guess kept giving me spoonfuls of vodka. This is as puzzling as the story gets. There's not a more puzzling move than this one. She just kept giving me spoonfuls of vodka, and I would be like, like as a 3-year-old. So I must have had like something in it, but I was like, yeah, just a spoonful of sugar helps the vodka, And my mother doesn't think anything of it either. She sees her feeding me vodka, and she's like, oh, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Babies love vodka, And then I guess I went into the yard for a stumble. And my father from the house is watching me, and he's watching me like fall over, like more than a toddler should. And he's like, is there something wrong with him? And my mother's like, well, Suzanne's been giving him vodka. And Suzanne's like, hi, I bought a fox to give. And my father lost his mind. And then he picked me up and he drove me to the hospital, I think. And as a 2-year-old, I got my stomach pumped. And I had a big stomach. I looked like a distended baby. I was like, I looked like distended. It was just like, I looked like I came out of my mother's womb and I was like, I've got news. I'm pregnant, But yeah, and then they pumped my stomach and then, I was back in the business. Back to the bar later that night, smoking fucking Camel Wides. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's when my mother got me drunk at 2. The sex talk you would give to your theoretical kid. All right. GJ. Why is my name GJ? Gareth Jr. Oh, right. Great. Now, judging by your voice, you're a little young. I'm 6. Well, this is coming early, I suppose, but coming early is a part of your existence in a way. Huh? What do you know about the birds and the bees? Well, the bees go to the plants and they pollinate them, and the birds... No. What do you know about the birds and the bees? Is that like a train? No, it's a penis. Like I have? Yes. Okay. Your penis does what? What is that? That's what your penis does. I guess I'm a little confused as to context as to what we're talking about. I'm telling you about the birds and the bees. This is your penis. Okay. Why do you keep putting my penis in your hand? Do not say anything like that. We're at the beach. Don't talk like that. Okay? But you said my penis is your finger. I never said your penis was my finger. I said this is your penis. It's it's a symbol. So your finger symbolizes my penis? Exactly. Yes. Your penis and then this. I guess I'm not sure what to do. Exactly. So, when you meet the right woman, now you'll have all the tools to go out there and feel comfortable in the bedroom. Why am I in her bedroom? What do you mean, why? Because of this. I still don't know what that is. All right. I love you, GJ. You're awesome. Okay. All right? You're going to be a good kid. You're going to figure it out. A lot of it out. Okay? Once you... Okay. Great. Good to catch up. There you go. Sex talk with my theoretical kid. Sylvester Stallone made a porno. Is that true? Did he make a porno? That can't be true. If he'd made a porno, we'd know. Look. Maybe he made... You know what? He was a struggling actor, writer, director type in the early 80s. Maybe he did make a porno. Maybe Sly Stallone did make a porno. He was all ripped up, right? He had the body of Rocky, but he just, I guess, didn't have the script. And then until then, he just decided he was going to bang, Must have been tough, though, because he was probably writing Rocky while he was, making porn, if he was making porn, allegedly. So he's probably, by day, just going oh, yeah, it feels so freaking good. Oh, yeah, do you like that? Do you like that? Turn around, let me give it to you a little bit in your mouth. And then at night, he was just at home Adrian meets Rocky, and Rocky is smitten with her. And then the next morning, he'd get up, he'd be like, oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Dropping so many bombs, like Rambo. Who's Rambo? There's a dream in my head. And then at night, he's going home, he's like, yeah, and he's got to hold the chicken. Mickey told him to hold the chicken. chicken, cock. Oh shit, I'm late for work again. I gotta go with my cock. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Oh yeah, that's amazing. And then he runs up the steps and he's like, yeah, he puts his hands above his head and then he's like, gonna be the champion of the world. Oh man, I'm late. I gotta go to fuck work tomorrow. Why am I typing about my porno career? I don't know. I gotta get out of here. Bye bye, ta-ta. So if he did make a porno, now we know the circumstances of which he was involved in the porno. What was the headspace of the man? Now we know. Thanks to Gariffs and a powerful suggestion from someone that said Sylvester Stallone made a porno, we just basically time traveled back there. That's remarkable. We should be proud of each other for that. That was a brave breakthrough we just made here on Gariffs. What's your favorite meat and milk substitutes? Milk, I'll go oat, like Oatly. Become a fan of the oat milk. Don't have a lot of it, though. Don't want to lead you astray. And my favorite meat substitute, I like seitan a lot, even though I still am not sure how to say it. But I like that. And then, I haven't had a fake burger in a while. I like those, though. Those are good. But seitan seems to be the, least calorie, most protein. It's really good. If you cook it properly, tastes like a meat. I actually made some a couple times with my fake turkey with my friends at the Salem Cafe in Adelaide, Australia. Celebrate! Where they gave me the recipe on how to make their fake turkey. And I wish I didn't know how to make it. That's how good it was. You never have that where you find out how to make something. You're like, I wish I didn't have the keys to this kingdom because I am going to abuse it. Okay. Oh, man, there's a lot of, character pimps tonight, just so you know. An angry Scottish farmer discovers the BBC digging for treasure in his field. Hey, you lot, what are you up to there? Excuse me, what? What are you all digging about? What are we digging about? Hey, well, a treasure map has led us here. I don't bloody care. We're trying to find treasure. Well, if you think I've got bloody treasure on my bloody property, you got another thing coming if you think you're going to be the one to Captain Jack Sparrow out of the bloody ground. Sorry, your accent is confusing. We couldn't understand you. I said, you lot better piss off. You've had your fun, now piss off. Well, we're not going to piss off. We've got to find the treasure. And I'm telling you, if you got treasure on my bloody property, what makes you think I'm going to allow you to have a dig? We're from the BBC. I don't give a bloody flying shit who you're with. You could be with the LAPD. You could be with Space Bloody Force. You think I'm going to allow you to have a fucking dig on my property? You got another thing coming. You're lucky I'm not sending the rams about you. Sending the rams about us? Hey, my sheep. Oh, they'll ram us. Hey, I've trained them. Oh. Maybe we should film that. That could make a documentary. You know, I've always fancied myself a bit of an on-camera personality. Well, that could make sense then. What say we get you over here with the shovel and you can be spading out some of the soil, and then at the very end you could stand your foot upon the treasure, much like Captain Morgan. Who's he? Bloody rum pirate. Sorry, I said bloody like you for a second. And then maybe we'd make a documentary about you after that. You're not trying to just beat me so you can finish picking up the property and the treasure. No. All right, I'm bloody in. You've got a deal, mate. You got a bloody deal. Sheep, hither. Okay, there you go. Okay, another one. We're really going for it tonight, everybody. We're really going for it. Sometimes you say on ghoul. Oh, on ghoul. Ghoul, when I was a child and we'd play tag, ghoul was the safe spot. So, if they, you'd be playing tag in the schoolyard, and then someone would be like, the fire hydrant's ghoul. And then, so if you had your hand on ghoul, it was like hands on a hard body, then there was no problem. Then you were allowed to hang out as long as you wanted on ghoul, and then you'd run off. So ghoul was, ghoul was the free space. I don't know what the hell you guys would call it. Ghoul, I don't know. It was just ghoul. God knows who came up with that or why. But it's one of those things, when you're like, you grow up, you're birthed into the society like that, and you're just like, ghoul is what they call the place, you just do. That was basically what happened with me and Ghoul. Locked Up Abroad. What a fucking great show Locked Up Abroad is. If you've not seen Locked Up Abroad, listen, watch it. It'll discourage you from international smuggling, without question. That show, basically what happens every episode of that show is some person needs money, Some person's like, oh, I have a daughter, I want to give her a college fund, or like, oh, I can't afford rent, or I need a new car, or I want to get blah, blah, blah done, whatever. And then they end up going somewhere. They're at a party, they're meeting a guy, and they reenact all this too. So the person's just like, I'll never forget when I first met Giovanni, and then it'll just show some guy like, hey, what's up? And it'll freeze on him like, Giovanni. And he's like, okay, yeah. And she's like, he was charming. He had a great laugh. And then it'll show the guy like, she's like, I always remember his laugh. And then, and then she'll be like, and then when I was talking to Giovanni about my money problems, he explained to me that there's a way if I just go to Mexico, I strap a fake baby on my stomach, like I look like I'm pregnant. That can be heroin. I sneak that in, and then I'm good to go once I drop it off at a hotel. And you're just like, wait, what? Like, I get it. I like money. It's fucking great. You need it. It sucks. This is what happens when people get desperate. I understand. But that leap is always crazy. And then the next thing you know, that person's just like, Giovanni was strapping me with all the heroin on my stomach. He wasn't laughing as much anymore. And then it like shows Giovanni like, huh. It was like, ooh, the vibe's changed. And then she's in line at the airport, just like waiting to check her bag. She's like, I'm waiting to check my bag when I realize I have all this heroin in my stomach. And then the federales normally catch them. The cops are normally like, hey, that belly smells like heroin. What's up? Come here. Just like, I had no idea. And then it's like they're going to get locked up for 30 years. And then it happens in some foreign country. They get thrown in like a Brazilian jail. And it's just fucking nuts. And they reenact it. It's shot very well. It's a great show. I would highly recommend Locked Up Abroad. And most times they get away, but sometimes it's crazy. It just makes you be like, I never want to end up in a foreign jail, which I should have told myself in Mexico 3 years ago when I almost got arrested for pot there. Again, another story you could pimp me into next week. And we're back. All right, next suggestion. An impression of José waking you from a nap. Okay, this is it. Me camera. José camera. What is with this guy? What is with him and all these naps? I barely ever nap. Can't handle it. I just can't handle this lazy piece of shit. Should I let him sleep? What the fuck? Why? Hi. Why is this happening? You're awake. Yeah, yes, because you just literally meowed inside of my skull. All right, I'm going to get out of here. What the fuck? You just fucking sat here and woke me up. You have nothing to do? Nah, you should be up. All you do is nap. I beg your pardon, once a day, maybe. The term catnap is about your species. All right, I'm out of here. Good shit, you little asshole. Thanks so much. Speaking of little assholes, look at what I'm showing you on the way out. Thank you, you prick. There you go. Lice outbreaks at school. I never had that. We had lice inspection. We never had an outbreak. I remember friends of mine getting lice. We never had an outbreak. But what a nightmare that is, right? I mean, that's the thing about COVID, and they're trying to open schools now while COVID's going on. It's like, if COVID lived in your hair, they probably wouldn't open schools. But the fact that you can't really see COVID, it's just like a blind killer. They're like, yeah, that'll work. I guarantee you teachers would rather go to school when there's a lice outbreak versus when there's COVID, right? I mean, lice outbreak, worst case scenario, you shave your head. COVID outbreak, worst case scenario, you are no more. The whole thing of like pushing teachers into school right now is kind of fucking bonkers, I mean, what do I know? But it just seems like fucking crazy. So, yeah, lice outbreaks at school. There were other things too. I remember someone in my school let a bunch of frogs go once, like 15 frogs. And we were just like, what is going on? And like, I mean, you can't combat that. That is a good prank. Letting 15 frogs just fucking go have fun in your high school. That's great. You could hear you, and it was like crickets, bigger. It was like amphibious crickets. You'd just be sitting there during assembly. They'd be like, all right, we got all the frogs. And then in the back, you'd hear, and they'd be like, I'm going to kill all the frogs. So yeah, but yeah, we were lucky. We never had that. We weren't, I mean, I was not clean, I actually remember my mother, my father wasn't really around for parts of this, so I remember my mother telling me when it was time to wear deodorant, when it was time to shave, and then I needed to start washing my hair. I just said washing. I don't know how that happened. My mother told me I needed to start washing my hair. So, there you go. Getting caught in a lie. It's tough. It's tough, you know? You can tell. Your face gets red. You're like, I'm lying right now. And the person's like, your face is real red. You're like, my face isn't red. More red. I'm lying. You got to make it worth it. If you're going to lie, it's got to be worth it. And you got to be sure you can get away with it. You should try not to lie. But if you have to, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to just fudge the truth a little bit. Little white lies, okay. But getting caught in a lie is tough. It's like when a baseball gets caught, in, like in the middle of like trying to steal a base. And they've just got him in the middle, you know? You don't really know what to do. Because you're prepared to lie. You're prepared for the fib. You're not prepared to have to lie about the lie. That's when it gets really hard. You know, lies beget lies, though. So when you have to lie about the lie, that's tough. Are you lying to me? No. You are lying. I'm not. Inside your head is a guy going, I'm lying right now. We don't know what to do. We're trying to figure out a plan. I'm sorry. And you're just sitting there like, hey, assholes, get it together. I'm the one fucking dying over here. You know, it's like, it was definitely a lie. You're like, I would never lie. I love you so much. I'm sorry. Or then when you confess to a lie, that's hard when you admit to a lie. You know, someone's like, but you said you were there. You're like, I was there. And at the company picnic? Yeah, and I was also at the company picnic. So you went to go see this movie and you were at a company picnic the same day? Yeah, exactly. You didn't go to the company picnic. I didn't go to the company picnic. What? You know, you feel like a real shitbag. That's why it's better to not lie. But sometimes you have to lie. Authority? Yeah, I mean, you feel like you have to lie. The police did not make you feel like you shouldn't lie anymore. You know, I mean, you should be honest if you can be, but I mean, my instinct is like just bullshit. You have any idea how fast you were going back there? I don't even know what Earth is. What? You know, go big with it, right? When you lie to a cop, right? Can I see some ID? Can I see your butthole? What? You know, just certain things to throw them off. That's it. You had any drinks tonight? Maybe about a month ago I got drunk. What? You know, just push back. So it sucks. Having to pay twice as much as your meal was worth when splitting a check with a large group. Why do we do that? When society returns, let's not split this check. It fucks the waiter too. The waiter or the waitress always gets screwed with the split tip, you know, because everyone's like, oh, mine was $6. I just left to leave $1.50. It's like, no, man, if it's a big group, you got to keep the server in mind too. The server gets the big tip on a big check. Server doesn't want to be nickel and diming these little ones. You know what I mean? You got a fucking $1,500 check, 15 people, you know, make that all in one tab and then everyone pays you instead of splitting it. But even when they pay you, that's what the point of this is. It's like it never works. If you're ever the poor sap who gets stuck with the thing where everyone's like, mine was only $4. And you're like, wait, what? And someone else is like, mine was 20. Here's 18. You're like, wait. You always get to the end and you're like, okay, well, the bill is $260 and here I have $230. And then everyone's like, I mean, mine was only, I guess, and everyone's like, I guess, again, they all pull out a little, I guess, I can leave another $5, I guess. That's not good. And by the way, if your server sees that, they're like, good group of people here, clearly trying to add on some money because they're so short, you know? And then there's sometimes the person who's just pocketing some money. I need that, so I'll take that bet. You're like, I know what the fuck is going on. It's the only time when you're like, I think my friends are all liars. Heads roll during those sessions. You didn't put in $15. I put in 10. My meal was 8. Look, we need more money. Well, I put in my amount. Fine, here's $2 more. Yeah, that's right, it is. You know? You don't want to get stuck with that fucking thing. It sucks. You're the only person there. Oh. It's one of those that's one of those situations where I'm like, no matter who I'm with, they're better suited to do that than me. I'm never the guy to be like, everyone, give me your money. I shall do the math. I'm the human calculator. Never happens. Never. What would be like if you and Jose's roles were reversed and now he's feeding you, bringing you toys to play with, etc.? Well, it'd be very weird. I mean, we've sort of talked about the body switch element if Jose and I were to switch roles, but it would be fucking weird. I know one thing is he would certainly put me on a food count, you know? I would just be like, can I have some supper? And he'd be like, supper? Well, it feels like you should wait 3 hours for a little more food. And I'm like, dude, come, look, I'm doing that so I'm regulating your weight. Well, I'm regulating your weight. I don't need you to regulate my weight. I'm a human. Well, I don't need you to regulate my weight, and yet you regulate it. So who's playing God with who? I'm not playing God with you. Here, why don't I just give you a little thing with some marijuana on it? You can roll around in it, get it all over the floor, right? Lose your mind, not know where you are for a little while. I thought you liked catnip. Oh, yeah, you did? What makes you think I like catnip? It's like I'm having a bad trip. I look like I'm in an episode of Dragnet. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I thought you enjoyed it. You thought I enjoyed tripping my balls off at 2 p.m, just running around, being covered in little pieces of pot? It's not pot. It's basically pot. Well, I'm sorry, okay? Can I have some food? No. Your feeder will go off soon. You son of a bitch. You know? It'd be like that. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I think I've had that on here before. No. It's not. It's a hot dog. Why are we doing this? A hot dog is not a sandwich. A hot dog is a hot dog. Sandwich is a sandwich. Sandwich, I guess for a sandwich for me, I need it to be like to have some vegetables in it. Not sauerkraut vegetables, but it's like different. Just because it's in a bun doesn't make it a sandwich, right? If I put a dog tail in a bun, does it make it a sandwich? No. I think it also should be more bread, more, bready versus bunny. And I know there's subs and grinders and hoagies and stuff. I'm not saying all the time. But no, a hot dog is not a sandwich, okay? Being a bartender at a hasidic wedding during the pandemic. I mean, what makes you think I am I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what you are looking for here. Being a bartender at a hasidic wedding during the pandemic? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough information. I probably will offend on accident. Recurring dreams are weird. Recurring dreams is a suggestion. Recurring dreams are weird, right? Recurring dreams are it's strange when you jump back in. I've had a bunch of them where I don't have a mask in public. I have a lot of those dreams lately where I'll just be like somewhere just like, hey, all right. And then I'll be like looking around and be like, wait, no one has a mask on, and I don't have a mask on. And then I like the whole dream, I'm like at a party, and someone's like, did you try the margaritas? And I'm like, I know. Do you have a mask? Are there masks? He's like, dude, try the margarita. I'm like, I would love a mask. There's so many people here talking without masks, so it'd just be great to have a mask. I'd love a mask. I also used to have a reoccurring dream about spiders a few years back. Dark times. I was in some dark territory then. And I was having spider dreams. I would see these spiders. They weren't small spiders. I'd see big spiders. I'd like peel my wall back and I'd see this big ass spider like had made a home in my wall. I'd be like, ah, But and then the best dream I ever had, well, the second best, the top 2 or 3 dreams I've had. One dream I slam dunk. I woke up right after I slam dunk, and I woke up like, yes. The second one, I had a dream that Angelina Jolie gave me a hand job in a bathtub. We call it the bath job. And then the third was I could fly, but it was like not a regular flying dream. Like I was able to fly. I knew I was flying. It was a lucid dream. And I was flying all over. I was going through the ocean like a goddamn dolphin. I woke up. I was like, I want to go back there. You ever have that where you wake up from your dream, you're like, no. And then you try to connect it again. You're like, go back to sleep right now, and then you can have your dream. No. You're going to dream about spiders instead. That's how your brain works. Fucks with you. What's a personality or character trait you wish you had? I mean, I'm not very good at being a grown-up. Like I struggle with the regular shit of being a grown-up. Like I can take care of myself and stuff, but when it comes to these things like, taxes or forms or paperwork or having to reply to bills or, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's too much. It feels like it never ends. It feels like every time you do your taxes, it's like 2 months until you got to do your fucking taxes again. I just can't handle it. I'm not good at being an adult. I mess up meeting times all the time. My manager's always texting me like, are you going to hop on the Zoom? And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I'm a little baby. If anyone's ever needed a leash, like as a grown-up, I need the parent leash. You know, give me that. I don't know. I just am not ready for the fucking world. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I could play with. I'm a child. Can't handle it. You know, all that stuff. If, like, my car needs to go in for brakes, I'm like, how is this going to happen? How am I going to get this fucking car to a place and then wait? What? Good God. No, thank you. So it's like that. I just feel like I'm not equipped to handle the world as an adult. And I'm an adult. I'm a fucking big adult. I'm an adult for sure. And they don't accept your excuses, you know, when you're just like, I didn't know I was supposed to. I'm a child. They're like, you're not a child. You were in your 40s. You had to. You're like, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Please accept my apology. They're like, we're fining you $100. You're like, oh, okay. Thanks for being my friend. You know, just not good at it. My mind doesn't work. My mind works better in creative stuff, and I've spoiled it because I've been able to do mostly creative things. So I've spoiled my little brain, you know. But yeah, okay. Whoever has Garifflive at Gmail and gets missent suggestions every week. Whoever has Garifflive at Gmail and gets missent suggestions each week. Oh, because mine's Garifflive. Oh, is that an actual email? Someone has Garifflive without the S? Yeah, that person's probably like, what is going on when someone's like, salmon? They're like, who is this person who's just like, salmon? What? Salmon. Delete. And then there's another one just like, you in a pine tree. Delete, you know? I didn't know that. Maybe there is. If that's an active email, that's fucking crazy. They may as well just forward it all here. There's no way. That can't be right. Is that right? That can't be right. Chiropodists know when you've given a BJ? Chiropodists know when you've given a BJ. I don't know. What does this even mean? I don't know what a chiropodist is. And I don't know how they know you've given a BJ. How does someone know if you've given a BJ? Chiropodists? Wait, okay, I'm going to, fuck this. I'll look it up real quick. Hold on, let's see. What is a chiropodist? Okay, chiropodist is a person who treats the feet and their ailments. Oh, a podiatrist. Wow, that's fucking embarrassing. Wait, it's chiropodist. No, it's not embarrassing. I really don't know what the fuck it is. Let's see, one more time. Chiropodist. For a second, I thought I was podiatrist. I was like, I'm an idiot. Chiropodist. Oh, yeah, they treat the feet. So it is a podiatrist. So a chiropodist knows when you've given a BJ? A podiatrist can look at your feet and be like, you sucked some dick last night, huh? What? You sucked a dick last night, huh? I just am here for my veruca, though, sir. No, I know, and we'll get to the veruca, but seems like you really gave a BJ last night. No judgment here. I don't want you to talk about this. That's fine. Anal, huh? What? I'm just at the heel. So, can tell you like it there, huh? I'm going to a new chiropodist. Why do they call us that? I don't know. You're just a podiatrist. I know, but here I am, a chiropodist. I'm starting a chiropodcast. What's it about? How you gave a blowjob and like anal. What? You can't do that. I can do whatever I want. We're the fortune tellers of the feet. I do not agree to this at all. Well, it's not my fault that your foot is an oracle into your sexual history. I just get the veruca out of there. All right. Relax. We get it. You want to get back to the club so you can give a blowjob in a bathroom stall. I'm out of here. Well, not with that veruca, you're not. You're not going to get that shoe on. Oh, we have some fun, don't we? No. So there you go. Most embarrassing injury. When I was about seven-ish, I went to Rainbow Day Camp. And I have a lot of embarrassing injuries, but this is the first one that comes to mind. Rainbow Day Camp, we were slip and slide, fun water days. And I went down the slip and slide in my swimming trunks because it was so, they lubed it up with water because there were so many kids. And my swimming trunks came loose and they started to come down so you could see my dick. And I'm 7, so I'm like, gosh, I don't want anyone to see this hog. And then they come down, and as I'm trying to pull them up, run away, I ran into a tree and fell over. So I kind of was just like, 7 years old, like kind of how people wear their mask below their nose, but that was my penis through my swim trunks, and I just ran into a tree, dick out. So they just, like, some counselor just saw me, like, laying near a tree with my dick out, just like, ow. They were like, okay, all right. Yeah, and then there's others too. I mean, I hurt my hand really badly in England, got a bunch of stitches in it and gravel in it. Hurt my knee in England, got staples in my head in France once. I was riding my bike and I just lost control and I almost went through a window fully, but I just hit a windowsill and my head just was gushing blood. I got made fun of a lot for my injury. Oh, when I fell in with the rose bush with Uncle Nigel. If you like Uncle Nigel, I'll tell this rose bush story on the next, I think I maybe already told it. COVID-specific pickup lines. Okay, sure. Like, can I give you the jab? That's a good one. How about, I wouldn't mind seeing your mask crumpled up on the floor next to my bed tomorrow. Yeah. How about, you want to hang out? I have a thing that I think will cure COVID. What do you have? My penis. What? I don't know. How about, I certainly didn't have COVID recently because I sure don't have the antibody when it comes to you. Oh, swoon. Stuff like that. Oh, did I tell you I just got tested? Oh, you did? Yeah, positive. For COVID? No, for wanting to lick your neck. Yum. Right? Getting creepier. This is what's happening. It's getting worse. It's getting creepier. You may as well call me a Rite Aid physician when people come in to get tested because I really want to show you my swab. Long road to that one. Long road to that one. Not worth it, in my opinion. Right? How about, do you know why they call my bed the CNN doctor after you and I have had sex in it? Wait, what? Because there's Gupta on the mattress. Oh my God, is that your semen? Yes, the Gupta's my cum. Why would you approach me with that? It's COVID. I need to have sex. It's been a year. Help! Help! That would be my pickup line. Hey, I've not had sex in a year. It's probably going to go real bad. Want to try? Something like that, Maybe hit him with some honesty, right? Just like, well, I'll tell you one thing. If we have sex right now, I'll probably pop and just fly out my own window like a balloon with a pin. Excuse me? That will not be good, is what I'm promising. Okay, I'm ready. I'm really teed up for this one. Yeah, so there you go. COVID pickup lines. Why are all bears Russian? It's so, man, if you do not follow Look at This Russian or something like that on Instagram, this is what you'll learn from this Look at This Russian. Bears domesticated or as close as they can be to domesticated. Adidas, the hottest fashion line of all time. Haircuts, totally bananas and insane. Men, all they want to do is have their shirt off and be flexing their muscles even if they're not jacked. Women, they are surrounded by these men and they should not be. Guns, they're fucking everywhere it seems. The police, constantly chasing people. Dash cam cameras, everybody has them. They fake insurance claims all the time over there. Like, that is the thing. Like, there's parts of Russia where I'm like, I want to go there. Like, I do. I want to go there. I want to see it. I want to see, like, Moscow. I really do. I want to, like, check it out. I want to see bears. I want to pet a bear. I want to let a bear drive a motorbike and I'll just hold on to its torso, which is basically what they're doing over there. But all bears are Russian. That should be a children's book. All bears are Russian. But yeah, it is fucking true. Like, there are Russians who will, like, have a bear and, like, a bear will come over to, like, try to eat, like, their hot dog, and the Russian guy will just, like, push the bear's face, and the bear's like, yeah, and then the man's like, get out of here. I told you before, go away, get out of here. And then the bear's like, okay. You're like, wait, I didn't know that it was an option to push a bear's fucking head away from you. I didn't know that was you could just simply be like, come on, stop it. Enough of that already, Hercules. And the bear's like, okay. Bears in Adidas tracksuits, and they drink. They drink. It's a stereotype, but sometimes stereotypes are right. They drink, these bears. Oh, boy, do they. Not the bears, the people, but the bears do too. They drink. Really drunk. Blackout drunk a lot of the time. But I get it. If you got a bunch of bears rolling around, you probably need something to take the edge off a little bit. Little vodka, you know? Okay, and that is it. That is it. So let's figure out what Mike Cannon's suggestion was this week. I think, man, it's really hard to tell. I think it might be explaining sex to your child. Sex with your child. Getting caught in a lie could be Mike, too. Having to pay twice as much. I'm going to bet he might have done the Chiropodists, too. I'm going to say that he did the splitting the meal. Chiropodist second. Splitting the meal. Being a bartender. Oh, damn it. I just was thinking that. I don't even know. I couldn't do it, Mike. I apologize. All right, we'll get the star out here in a minute. I don't know where the hell he is. But remember, you could join us March 18th for a live dollop. Go to Looped Live. You can get tickets there. I have a thing I'll be doing March 25th. That is the night of Gariffs. We'll do Gariffs Wednesday that week. It's about an hour, maybe under, right around, of stand-up, newish stand-up, but it should be good times. This Sunday, we have an Avail comedy show. We do that through Nightlight. You can find tics through social media, my social media. Pandemic every Friday. We got a new one dropping tomorrow. We got some special stuff coming up. Like I said, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you want to go to my subreddit, it is r/Gareth Reynolds. r/Gareth Reynolds. I got a Reddit. So go check out all that shit. And let me see if I can find this boy. Hold on. One moment. It's okay. It's okay. Now, let's get the mic over here. Yes, no matter what, it'll be okay. My little boy, his name is Sweet José. Don't you bite my arm like it's corn. Did you know Slice Stallone used to make porn? What else did we learn from the show tonight? Chiropodists do not seem right, 'cause they could tell if you've sucked a dick or not. That seems like that job is a lot, but my boy Pudgy José in my arms, we're dancing 'cause he's full of charms, and food and kibble it's quite a bit. This cat's parties are always lit. He's a little baby whom I love so much, and no matter what he does, he loves my touch. I got him on my chest like a Bjorn, oh yeah, and that's why I gotta say, fair. Now he's sitting up and he's looking around, and he wonders if this is gonna be sound, and he is a little bit round, it's okay, but that's why I love my boy José. It's 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 why we love our boy José. Take it, José. This is Gareth, he holds me sometimes. I don't know if I know how to rhymes. I'll give it a shot, but please don't judge me. As you can see, I'm over 3. Now I'm nervous. Don't be my boy. I don't like it. It's okay. Just pretend it's a toy. I'm gonna leave. Not right now. Don't you tell me that. Oh, come on, don't have a cow. I gotta run. Where you going? Somewhere else. You are knowing. Eye contact between the two. José and me and you. Say good night and we'll be back next week. Tell them all that you feel so sleek, and say goodbye, 'cause you can see my tie bag there, and it looks like a tail or a cape in the air. Super José flying with a cape. That is right. All right, we're done. Thank you, everybody. Say goodbye, José. Say goodbye to everybody. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Miss you all. Take care. Stay safe and wear your masks. Wear your masks.
All right. everybody. Woof. Making it rain with hair. Appreciate it as always. Back next week. Let's do it again. Love you, mean it. Bye.